So out in the Czech Republic for years now, there has been a Formula One car that's been spotted on the highways. And like, obviously it's not that we're in America, but I thought this was the Czech Republic. Well, you know, as much as the Czechs do like freedom, they're still European at heart. So they don't like this. And this is, yeah, here you go. And so you guys understand, this is old. This is an old Ferrari livery paint job. When they still had Marlboro, you know, you could have Marlboro inside of the car. So this is really old because it's actually written out, not just like barcodes. So from here, they did finally catch this guy. And he had been fleeing police for years. They couldn't catch him. So he's the idea this guy was menacing the motorways. How is he menacing the motorway? That dude is he's not even getting to unleash the full power of that car. But he menaced the roadways. But yes, he's been speeding through Czech roads since 2019, dressed in a helmet and full race gear, just like the Stig. Some say. And they couldn't prove his identity because of the helmet. Yeah, imagine that. Well, yes, in this case, safety first. Also, safety first, deniability second. Plausible deniability second. So they eventually caught this guy and they arrested him. And, you know, they were tipped off to receiving calls that a race car was seen at a gas station. Why? Wow, come on, buddy. Why would you do that? Anyway. So they showed him his house with a helicopter before taking him into custody after he refused to get out of his car. Based, I get it. He was seen arguing with officers, telling they were trespassing as they sat in the car in front of his garage. And it says, thanks to the drivers who carried him, we stopped a Formula driver in the village of Buk who was speeding along the D4 highway. Well, why? Like, he's not hurting nobody. And look, here's, you know, there's some footage of him driving along, you know, like on the highway, and they're like, you know, we can't catch him. There's just, you know, all these photos of him. Like, these are so funny. It's often described as a Formula car, but they're thinking it's a Dallara GP2 car, which means it's a kit car. You know, GP2 is not, it's more about, you know, you build kit cars and they're not like F1 cars. But yeah, I can easily see it being that. You know, and they took him to the police station, and yeah. So what are they going to do? He could face a fine of several thousand crowns and a driving ban. Ooh. The guy's son said it was disproportionate for a traffic stop. I agree. And listen to this base stuff. They entered our private land and violated our rights. Based. The father and son run a YouTube channel named Track Zone where they post videos of the car. Yes, the events have always gone without any problems. Everyone knows very well that they've been running on the highway since 2019. Yeah, and I think there's nothing wrong with it. And it says race cars, Formula One cars are not legal to drive on public roads. They lack license plates, lights, indicators, and other safety equipment. But Formula One cars are extremely safe. The way they're built and around that guy, the fire suppression systems in Formula One cars is absolutely amazing. Even in GP2 cars is very good. The the temperature sensitive bottles of flame retardant that'll explode and coat the driver and do a bunch of things to protect you. There's a lot there. So they were unable to identify him or charge him for the longest time. Been there, done it. Says, I posted a link to the video on Discord at the 10-minute mark. You see him running from the law. Really? Okay, so let me see here in the Discord. Okay, we're going to watch this for a minute. This just looks so... Oh my God, this is so funny. Paste. Uh-oh. He got caught. Okay. Yes, he's clearly not a professional driver. He's a little rough on the transmission. Just a little bit. Ooh, buddy. He's got the softs on, chat. He's got the softs on. He didn't elect for mediums. Also, I'm just thinking these roads are so dirty. He's going to get so much garbage on his wheels. I don't know how he has decent traction with these. The Corvette's just passing them. And if you guys understand, that's performance right there. Look at this guy get up and go. To watch him get on it. I will say the roads in the Czech Republic look absolutely amazing. So if you live in the Czech Republic, I guess they spend your tax money a little more studiously than they do in America. It's like pulling in your neighborhood with your F1 car. That's so funny. Like, hi Frank, how's the wife? I'm surprised he doesn't have to keep the engine cooler. Well, like, I don't think he's got the reinforced carbon brakes and shit. But you can't just shut off like an F1 car like that. You have to like keep it cooled, and you have to cool it down properly. So I know it's not an F1 car, but it's still a high performance vehicle. Look at all these cars. It's just like partying out with everybody. Oh, there's more cars coming around. Uh-oh. Bee-boo, 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 bee-boo. I like how they're just like through the random like Czech countryside. And it's like down the dirt roads hauling your Ferrari race car. Yeah, it's a Dallara GP2. No, I understand, but I don't know if that has the specs on it as far as like, just shutting the engine off like that. How well does it handle that? But I love this. They're just hauling it around in the dirt. Too bad Clarkson and those guys aren't around for Top Gear, because they would have fucking loved this. Just towing your Ferrari. And they wrap the tow strap around the control arms. Pull over. Whoa, buddy. There you go. That's pretty funny. But how would I defend this? I mean, I think I'd point out, like, he's clearly not speeding. Like, yeah, he's going a little fast, but he's not going like 150. Like, he may be going like, you see like 80 kilometers. He's generally going the speed limit, no different than the guy in the Corvette or the guy in the Ferrari. Like, I think you could probably he's probably going to get away with a slap on the wrist. And let's be real. You saw that guy's house. You saw the cars he's got. You see he's driving a fucking GP2 kit car. I'm sure he can afford to handle this problem. And whatever fines and like paying money to make it go away, I'm sure he can handle that. So I wouldn't be too worried if I was him. I think, he's been chewed out before. I think he's got this under control. And yeah, he wasn't very reckless. No, I think overall it's not too bad. Like, okay, car wasn't registered. I'll pay the fine. At the end of the day, I'm sure it was insured. I'm sure that guy's got enough money he could pay insurance out on things. So